Time for a Talltale short.
In a place not too far from the human gaze, just above the sky and below the stars, exists the world of the CloudCrafters. They're the construction crew of the sky, shaping the fluffy clouds into various forms. Dogs, dinosaurs, and castles, the whimsical shapes humans often observe while gazing up. Among these crafters was Nimbus, a young crafter who loved his job. "All right, Nimbus, steady, steady," muttered Rumble, a seasoned CloudCrafter, as he watched Nimbus struggle with the massive blob of moisture, a sky crane chugging along beside him, assisting him in his endeavor. But Nimbus was focused, his grit making up for his lack of experience. At the same moment, far below on Earth, people were experiencing strange weather patterns. Tornadoes spun out of control in Kansas, unexpected storms swept the shores of Florida, and snow blanketed the Sahara Desert. It was chaos, and the news channels were abuzz with weather anomalies. Little did they know the cause of the disruptions lay in the hands of a rogue CloudCrafter, Cumulon. Cumulon, banished years ago for his reckless behavior, had found a dangerous ally in Skyscape Industries. Skyscape was a greedy Earth-based corporation, interested in harnessing the weather for profit. They promised Cumulon power and wealth, tempting him into a dangerous pact. In return, he helped them create advanced drones capable of altering the weather. Back at the site, Nimbus and Rumble, their rough hands gently molding clouds, paused. An unsettling, chilling wind blew. They traded a worried glance. "What do you make of that, Rumble?" Nimbus pointed to the erratic cloud swirls looming in the distance. "Nimbus," Rumble grumbled, squinting at the sky. "That ain't any pattern I've seen." Their workday abandoned, they assembled the crew to investigate. At the heart of the disturbances, they found hovering drones, emitting strange signals that caused the chaotic weather patterns. "Those must be from Skyscape," Rumble grumbled. "I've heard they've been meddling with the sky." Recognizing the severity of the situation, Nimbus rallied his team. "We've got to stop this." His crew, determined, nodded in agreement. As they turned to enter the storm, a voice echoed from the clouds. "Ha! Ha! Ha! You simple CloudCrafters, what are you going to do?" "Cumulon!" Rumble exclaimed. The name alone struck fear in the group. The battle that ensued was far from graceful. The CloudCrafters weren't warriors. Still, they had grit, determination, and a handful of tricks from lifetimes spent shaping the sky. Unshaken and jumping into action, Nimbus climbed into a nearby sky crane, using the controls to whirl it around in a circular motion, creating a massive swirling wind. "Your vortex won't work, Nimbus." Cumulon laughed. "You have no idea the power these machines possess." Despite his words, Nimbus saw doubt in Cumulon's eyes. He continued spinning, the air humming around him. Suddenly, the weather-altering drones responded, their metallic wings creating an unprecedented whirl of wind and cloud. The vortex that Nimbus created was transformed into a colossal tornado swirling with destructive power. Nimbus and his crew held each other, steadying themselves against the winds. Nimbus, however, wasn't about to give up. His eyes were set on the drones, spinning wildly, whipping up the clouds into a frenzy. On Earth, the weather spiraled into chaos. Tornadoes, then snow, then rain and thunder. It was as if nature itself had gone berserk. People huddled together, terrified. But Cumulon had miscalculated. The drones were not made for such powerful winds. As the winds whipped, they began to spin out of control, their perfect formation destroyed. And in the middle of it all, Cumulon was struggling. His once strong form dissipated, unable to hold itself together. "No! This isn't how it's supposed to be!" Cumulon spluttered, trying to regain his form. But the tornado was merciless. The winds swirled his cloud body until nothing was left of him but vapor. Once Cumulon vanished, the tornado did too. The drones, no longer controlled, fell harmlessly from the sky. The CloudCrafters looked at each other, bruised and battered. They had won. In the following weeks, Nimbus and the CloudCrafters worked tirelessly to repair the damage. As they worked, they couldn't help but craft some particularly elaborate clouds, dragons, castles, and faces grinning down at the earth below. Down below, people paused, their eyes on the awe-inspiring shapes in the sky. Each click of their cameras, each point of a finger towards the clouds, was a quiet, unknowing tribute to the CloudCrafters' dedication. And as the last of the weather chaos dissipated, a feeling of satisfaction washed over Nimbus. Back at his cloud crafting table, a design for a grand cloud castle lay waiting. Nimbus, with a humble smile, looked over at Rumble. "On to the next job, huh?" he said, his eyes sparkling.
This was a Talltale short, small but mighty stories, released daily in audio format. Create, read, and share more tales at talltale.com.